Welcome to the Romance Your Tribe podcast with me, Janet Beckers, where every episode is about action, creating an online business you absolutely love, and bringing joy to the work you do. Let's get this party started. Hello, beautiful people. Janet Beckers here, and I'm very excited about today's podcast for two reasons. Number one, I'm going to share with you how to make a digital product that you can sell over and over again. And you're going to create it in just one day. Yes, I'm going to show you how to get rid of all of the fluff, all of the overwhelm, and show you what is possible. Okay, so I'm really excited to share that with you. So if you've been thinking, I really do not want to stay or get stuck in the one-to-one person trap, that means that you can't go for a holiday, for example, and not get paid. Okay, so if you've been thinking you want to get rid of that, and I really want to go to the one-to-many so that I've got more freedom in my life, then this is for you. It's pretty exciting. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, I'm also really excited because this week it's my birthday. So the time of me recording this, it's the day before I fly out. Now, I'm pretty excited about this because I'm going to get on an aeroplane for the first time in 2 years. Thank you to the spicy cough. And I'm going interstate. How exciting is that? So I'm flying north to Queensland, and I am going to have a week celebrating my birthday with my husband. We're going to music festivals, so live music. How exciting is that? Crowds. Very exciting. We're going to do the other thing which I absolutely love, is going into the wilderness, finding wild areas and finding places to wild swim. So we've got some waterfalls and ponds and deep ponds in the bush that we've got earmarked. So I'm really looking forward to exploring that. And the other thing that I really like to do is to drink margaritas, my favorite cocktail. So I shall be doing that. Now, this recording will go live the day after my birthday. So it's very likely that as you're listening to this, that I am thinking I really should have stopped at one cocktail. So there you go. Two things to celebrate today. So happy birthday to me. And so now let's get stuck into helping you. If you haven't created a product before that you could be selling one-to-many, let's get you started, baby. We're going to make it happen. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to show you is the whole concept of a product in a day. And just so you understand where I'm coming from, I have literally produced hundreds of products to sell, literally, because apart from my core programs where I get great results for people, the Attract Your Tribe Academy is my signature framework, and it itself could be multiple products, but I've also created lots of products with my clients, and I've also created products for years when I had a membership that required me to produce a new product every single month. So I know what you can do to streamline the process, to make it so that it is a product that people actually really, really value. So they think, fantastic, I got a bargain here. They get results, and it's fast for you to produce and really uncomplicated. So that's what I'm sharing with you today, is all of those years of experience. Let's just get it down to what can you get done in a day that will sell. Okay, you ready? Just going to look down here at my notes. Okay, so first of all, let's look at the problem. Okay, like why aren't people creating products that can free them up when you've got all this amazing wealth of knowledge that you've got from the work that you do with people? So one of the first things is, really, a lot of times you just don't know where to start. You know you've got one-on-one. You're thinking, oh, this would be great to be able to free myself up. But like, honestly, where do I start? It's overwhelming. So I totally get that. That is a really typical person that I work with right from the beginning. And it is so exciting to, once you see how fast you can do this, it becomes exciting, because then all of that fear that comes from that unknown just, it goes once you realize it's not rocket science, okay? The other thing that can happen is you may already have that vision. You may be going, all right, I know how to get results with my clients, and I've also got a really good idea about what steps I would need to put together to create my own very unique sort of signature expert framework, the thing that becomes that holy grail of a successful online business. Now, you've got that big picture, which is just fantastic. If you've got that, it's such a great place to already have that. But you know what? Sometimes having that makes it so overwhelming because you can see what's possible. You know what you want to create, but it's exhausting when you're thinking about it. And I get that. I think that's sort of the bane of a lot of us entrepreneurs is your vision is so big and then you're thinking, oh, how can I make it happen? Can I just snap my fingers? So I get that one if that's you. The other one might be, you've got your idea and you're ready to create something, but the technical side of it or the technology, it just kind of just seems too complicated. So you've got the profitable ideas, but it's just way too techy, the whole stuff. It just seems overwhelming. And the other one is if you're new in your business or you're not quite sure what direction you want to go when it comes to taking what you're doing offline or, and doing it online, you may not want to take everything over online. If you hadn't thought of that, I tell you what, that opens up some pretty cool ideas, I can tell you. But you're not quite sure, you've got a few ideas. So that can be another reason why you don't go down this path, okay, of creating products, because you're thinking, well, I'm not really quite sure which way I'm going to go, if it's going to work. So you don't want to invest the energy. So if you relate to any of those, this is the solution for you, okay? It is creating a product that you can create in one day, okay? Creating a digital product that you can create in a day. Now, you can't just create any product in a day and it will sell, all right? So let me go over the characteristics that make a product that you can create in a day be the exact format that people want to buy. Because this is where a lot of people go wrong. They don't realize that there is a strategy to what makes this kind of product work well. But you're going to have an outline of that through this podcast, and then I can show you where you can get more details. Okay. So the first thing is, keep this in mind. This is what you are going to create in the one day. You want to create a digital product that, and when I say digital, it just means something that you don't print out. Okay. It's not a workshop that you go to. Everything is just done online. And I tell you what, you would be so used to that now, either through your existing business or as a consumer in other people's businesses. You know what you know what it's like to get something that you don't have to print out. Okay, so that's what I mean by digital. So you want to create something that can be sold for, say, $20 up to about $200, depending on what problem you solve through it and who your market is. But you're not looking at something that's going to be selling for thousands. You're not looking for your wonderful, unique expert framework that you can create courses and workshops and retreats and VIP days. None of that. You're not looking at that, okay? You're looking for something that you can be sold quite cheaply or reasonably priced. Okay, so that's number one. Now, the other thing that makes this work is whatever it is that you're creating your product on, it needs to be something that people get a very quick and simple result. They want a solution to one problem, and they want that solution to be quite simple to get the answer to. So you're not going to try to solve all of their problems. You're going to solve one little part. And we'll go over some ideas in a minute, okay? Now, the other thing is, as well as these products work really well if they just solve one simple problem and get the result quite quickly, is People also don't want to spend too long in consuming it. They don't want to have a gazillion videos and a stack of PDFs, all that sort of stuff. They want something that they can consume and get the help that they need. That's only going to take them a few hours at the most. Okay? Now, because you're only solving one simple problem, you're doing it in a way that can be consumed quickly. The nature of that is you can produce this quickly. Okay? So that's what makes this particular type of product work really, really well. Now, the benefits of having something like this is, first of all, it's a really great way for you to do a market test. So when I was talking before about you're not really quite sure on what topics you're going to be creating things on, or you're not really quite sure, if what you've got your ideas on is necessarily going to sell. This allows you to put out something small to your market, and you can test it to see if people actually buy. And when they do buy, do they actually consume it and get results? Okay, so it's a really nice low input way for you to be able to test your market. Now, the other thing that works really well, as I was saying, this is it is such a great gateway drug because once you realize, oh heavens, this is not as complicated as I thought it was going to be, and somebody bought it, whoa, this is fantastic, like very addictive to be able to make money and you didn't have to actually give a service at the time. Really exciting. That then gives you the feeling and also the confidence that any of these ideas that you may have had going through your mind, but they just seemed like too distant, too dreamy, they become so much more achievable. And that's fantastic because, nobody wants to have that dream stuck inside them. So that's another really fantastic way of having a product like this. And the other one is when you're creating what you've done is if you've got your bigger vision for what you can be creating for everything else, your main core offering, this can be part of it. So you can actually be creating it bit by bit. Hey, here is a, true fact is my program that was called Shine Online, which was my precursor to the Attract Your Tribe Academy. It was quite a few years ago. First of all, I had a membership program, Wonderful Web Women, which was such a beautiful, beautiful membership. It had to evolve over the years. There's a whole story behind that, and there's another episode on that there for you. I'll put the links in the show notes. It evolved over the years as the market changed, and near the end, it was the thing that I was delivering was every single month I had to produce a product that I was giving to people. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm actually really want to put together my signature framework, my real flagship program that I can sell over and over. So what I'm going to do is every single month that I'm creating these products, I'm actually going to make it so that it becomes a module of my core program. Once I've done them all, I closed the membership and just sold the program, so I didn't have to keep on creating all the products. So there you go. This can be your start of doing that. So yeah, this is why this is a powerful thing to do. As long as you're making this product meeting those criteria that I gave you above of solving one problem, solving it quickly, making it very quick to consume and get the answers, and that it's therefore quite quick for you to produce. Now, let's have a look at a few of the what ifs, okay, when it comes to questions that may be coming through your mind. Now, the first one's going to be like, how do I know what topics to use? Now, I actually have a very, very strategic system to really nail down what topics are going to sell and who you're going to be selling them to and what language to use. It's a big part in my my core program, the Attract Your Tribe Academy. We use a special my unique way, which is the profitable avatar quadrant. So you can go to that real extent, and it's powerful. But here's some things that you can do just to get started, okay? So I just want you to get started, and then we'll nail it down and really, really get clear on the bigger picture. Okay, so here's a few ideas. Whenever you're working with clients, there are always going to be things that you have to say over and over and over again. Every single client, something that you've either got to explain to them, that they need to understand in order for you to get more results. So maybe one of the first things that you're doing with them, or it may be something that you're doing, you know, when you're working with people all the time, because it's something that you constantly have to do that gets them a result. They're the things for you to look at. Those things that you find, oh, I've got to say this again. Can't I just record myself? Well, yes, you can. So they're a really great place for you to start. Another really good one is the question that people keep on asking you. And you may even be saying in your mind, they keep on saying they want this, but really in the scheme of things, it's either that's not important, or it's not the first thing they've got to worry about. You know that, but people keep on asking. That's what you can create your product on, okay? I know one of the things I get asked all the time is what technology to use, what websites, all that sort of stuff. And I think, you know, I can show you how to make up the 6 figures without even having the website. But I know people are going to keep on asking. So that's something that I've created and put it out there. You can get that. It's romanceyourtribe.com/toolkit. I've actually made it free, that one, because I got tired of being asked so much. But so that's a great place for you to start. Those sort of things that you constantly repeat or people are always asking you for. So that could be one of the things that you're thinking about. I haven't got a topic. The nice part with these is you could create the topic thinking this is the thing that people are always wanting and they're always asking for, and it doesn't sell as well as you thought it would. That's okay. You only invested a few hours of your time. All right? You did not invest weeks or months creating something. You can then get feedback on them on what would have been better, and you can either tweak it or create a different topic. Experiment. So that's where, if you're not quite sure, treat this as a market test where you're getting paid to do your market testing. The other thing that you might be thinking is, yeah, but what if the whole technology thing does my head in? You know, it seems overwhelming. First of all, I've already told you about the toolkit, but you know, all you have to start with is you might create something which is a video. You might go onto Zoom. You can get the free level. Most people are used to using Zoom now because we've had to learn how to do it through the pandemic. You could teach something like a slide presentation, and there you go. You've got something, okay? You've got a recording. You could, things, you could have something that's checklists and things, and you're creating them as documents and turning it into a PDF. Just Google how to make a PDF, okay? You don't have to have all the techie stuff. You know, you've got Dropbox that you can be putting everything in, or Google Drive. You don't have to have the whole fancy website and everything, okay? There are really simple ways. The technology is not the hassle, okay? Trust me on this one. Now, the other thing you're thinking is, well, that's great, I'm going to have a product, Janet, but how am I going to sell it? Okay, now, this is actually one of the things, I'll tell you in a moment how I can help you, and it's also got to do with my birthday. There you go. But understand, if you don't already have clients or you don't have a database, you can sell, and I've actually got techniques that you can use to be able to sell when you're going, I'm going to sell it today, okay? And it's just know that if you don't have customers yet and you don't have a database, you're going to have to move yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit, and you're going to have conversations with people, and you're going to be using social media and conversations. So it really, really helps if you've got scripts that work really, really well with that, because it helps you. So it just means, but don't feel like you've got to have everything set up, all of the automation, okay? Because you don't worry about setting that stuff up until you know you've got something that is going to sell. It's a waste of your time, okay? Why automate something that doesn't sell when you do it manually? There you go. So that's that sort of part there about how do you sell. You don't have to have all of the funnels. You don't need to have automation and everything set up. That's the next step when you scale it, okay? And that might be a hard one for you to accept because that's what you see everywhere. You'll see me selling through automated systems. But I already know what I've got. I know what's going to sell, okay? And if it doesn't sell, well, I'll just treat it as a test, okay? So they're your big what ifs. So going back over this, what are some steps that you can take? Because anything like this that is new is a little bit scary, okay? But I told you at the beginning that I have literally created hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of information products, digital products over the years. It is not rocket science. It can happen. It becomes simpler and simpler and simpler. But the first time I had to do it, it was scary. It was overwhelming. There was a lot to know, okay? Hopefully today I've made it simple for you, and I'll show you where you can go if you want to make it faster, okay? So that's the first thing, is you've got to be willing to step up into that feeling that I call scarce-sighted. That's that feeling where, there's something you really want to do, and if you can do it and you pull it off, the outcomes are going to be fantastic. So it's pretty exciting, but it's also really, really scary. You can feel that in your gut, okay? That's that scarce-sighted. And I tell you what, that's where the magic happens in business. In order to succeed in business, you have to accept that you are going to step into scarce-sighted. So my challenge to you is to step into scarce-sighted here, okay? So there's a few ways that you can get this done, right? So the first one is, I want you to just commit, okay? So think about what's going to be the product that I can create first. And I want you to commit. So come and find me. I'm trying to hang out more on Instagram lately. So come over there is probably one of the best places. Come over there, find me, either send me a direct message, comment. I'll have a post here for the podcast. I'd love to hear from you. Like, what are you thinking of creating? And if you've got any questions, just ask, okay? But make a commitment. Make a commitment to me, make a commitment to your dog, make a commitment to your friends, make a commitment to your clients. Commit that you are going to do this, okay? That's your first step. And if you can do that, that is one of the biggest hurdles, okay? Now, the other thing you can do is I've actually got a program that I created in a day. Actually, I created it over 2 days, an hour on one day and an hour on the next day, just because it worked. That's just life, okay? So something that I created in the equivalent of far less than a day, okay? But it is condensing all of this knowledge that I've got into step by step on choosing your topics, knowing what's going to make it work, knowing the technology, how to create it, and then how to sell your product. Scripts, I've got 8 scripts depending on if you've already got clients or if you don't have clients. 8 scripts that you can use for social media, for emails, for videos, for conversations. All of those things I've got for you, and I've put it into a product called, guess what it is? Create a profitable product in a day. And it has the bonus module, which is sell your product in a day. No fluff. It takes less than 4 hours for you to consume. At the end of that, once you've studied that, you can then have everything that you need to create a product in a day and then to be able to sell it in a day. So you can see this product that I have created is exactly following the criteria that I told you to follow. So you can see that I've got that there, and I'm kind of walking my talk, okay? Now, with this, because of the outcomes that I get with clients, like I know from when you follow the step-by-step, this is the thing that's going to, just from this, you can be making hundreds or thousands of dollars, and then you can be building that in to, if you then go, I love this stuff, I'm ready now to really create my own my very unique expert signature framework, my platform, then you might come and work with me. Okay, that's my gig. Then you can be creating your whole business. It can start here with this. So this product here, I haven't sold it separately before, but we've put it all together now, and it sells for $197. But if you're listening to this at the moment, I'll put a link down for you just for this week of my birthday. We've got a special, okay? And so you can save $130. So it's only going to be $67. So that's the pitch. That's the level of my pitch. If you're listening to this afterwards, go over and have a look, because honestly, it's going to shortcut things for you. But I've got that available. You can go to romanceyourtribe.com/1 day, just the number one day. And you can have a look to see everything that's included. It's got the most low-key sales page ever. And if you use, just for this week, if you use the coupon code, the code Margarita is what I've called it. If you put Margarita, it'll put that saving there for you. So if that's going to help you, that's the other way that I've got to help you. Okay. So that's the main thing I want to say, but I really want to hear from you. Like, what ahas have you got? Like, have you been putting off creating a digital product that's going to help transition from one-to-one to one-to-many? Have you been putting that off? Are you going to do it now? Like, let me know. I really want to know if you're going to do this. So whether you get my help to make it faster, or whether you think, you know what, I've got this, Janet. I think I've got enough tips from this. I'm going to go and do it. Either way, I really want to hear from you. So please come over. If you tag me, Janet Beckers on every platform. So wherever you want to come and tag me, but Insta's a great place. Just come and find me and tag me and let me know. Okay, what are you going to do? Come and share. I really love to know that. And if you create it based on what I've been sharing with you here, absolutely let me know, because then I'll share that around for you, okay? I really want to shine the light on you if you're taking action. So I will reshare that and shine the light on you. So there you go. There is your challenge. The Scarce-Hearted Challenge is to go and set yourself a date that you are going to create this product in a day. Tell somebody, whether it's me, your dog, your clients, your friends. Tell somebody the date you're going to do it, and then do it. I really, really want to hear from you. Okay. Go get them. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I loved hanging out with you, so let's do this again. The best way to do that is to subscribe right now to Romance Your Tribe podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you'd like to dive in deeper to more episodes, great resources, and really in-depth free training, come over and join me at romanceyourtribe.com. Bye.